Being a full-time traveler is a blessing beyond words. Each sunset over the desert, towering mountains, ocean breeze on the coast, and stillness in the forest reminds me that every corner of nature holds its own kind of magic. The beauty of this country isn't just in the landscapes, but in how each one speaks to a different part of the soul. See that big, huge body of water over there? Well, even though that water looks really inviting, like you just want to go jump in it right now, you can't. And of course, we have a big train coming by us. The train. So that big body of water right there is the Salton Sea. Hence the word Salton. And that big body of water, even though as hot as it is right now, I'd love to be able to just put my swimsuit on and go jump in that water, you can't. Because it is very polluted and there's so much salt in that water that it kills the fish. When you're walking along the beach area, you literally can see the fish bones all along the sand. Actually, that's what you're walking on, is fish bones. So yeah, it's pretty cool to go see, but I would go closer, but I'm on a time schedule right now trying to get to my next location, and it's a long drive today. But I have videos on my channel of the Salton Sea. Every time I get over here on this part of California, I really love driving through Box Canyon. It's such a beautiful drive. It is a little long, but it's beautiful. And I don't know if you can camp off of Box Canyon Road. I think I've seen people camping off of this road before. I didn't see any signs or anything. But I'd love to be able to come and camp over here in this area, at least for like a week, because it is beautiful. And I know there's a lot of trails that you can go and explore on also. Such a stunning, stunning drive. But during the summertime, it gets hot, so I wouldn't try to come and camp here during the summer. Beautiful. We live in a beautiful country for sure. Well, by the time you guys are watching this, I have already been long gone from the desert. finally leaving the desert and leaving the heat and heading towards cooler weather right now. And heading back to my property. And by the time you guys watch this, I'm probably already back on the road from taking a break at my property. But I am taking like a month-long break at my property because I've got to get some stuff done. So every single year, when I post videos, I always get a lot of comments saying, I'm tired of the desert videos. You need to go venture out and explore other places besides the desert. And I'm just going to take a wild guess that these people just haven't seen the rest of my videos and all they're seeing is the recent videos from when they're watching it during the winter time. Because I have been to 27 states so far, traveling around these states. I've been to the Pacific Northwest. I've been to the South. I've done a little bit of the East Coast. I've done the middle of the states. I've done up north. I've obviously done the whole West Coast. I've done videos of the beaches on the West and East Coast. And I just want to say, that I only stay in the desert during the winter time. There was 1 year since I've been on this road traveling, 1 year where I didn't head to the desert. And I actually camped in snow and cold temperatures. But it's a lot easier for me to go to the desert during the winter time because of the temperatures. It's a lot warmer in the desert during winter time. And I do have a little 5-pound dog, and I have to center a lot of things around her. So meaning I don't want my dog sleeping in freezing temperatures inside my Jeep, because I've been living in my Jeep this whole time while I've been traveling around these states. So things are a little bit more difficult for me being in the Jeep. Now if I had an RV or a van or a schoolie or something like that where I had a heater, an AC, it'd be different. But I don't have those things. I have a fan for the summertime, and I have a heating blanket and a small little tiny little heater for the winter time. And I love the desert. So I'm sure the ones that always leave those comments are just new to my channel, and that's all you're seeing at the time is the desert videos. But I do have a playlist section on my channel, and if you go to the playlist section, you can see lots of other places that I've been to that are not the desert. And now that winter is coming to an end and it's starting to get warmer, I'll be heading somewhere different. Leaving the desert. Well, I'm leaving the desert right now. There's a certain kind of magic on the open roads. Miles and miles of freedom stretching out in front of you, inviting you to chase the horizon and never look back. Every highway, every winding back road tells its own story, leading you through breathtaking scenery that reminds you just how beautiful this world really is. From mountains standing tall like old souls, to endless plains, lush forests to quiet coastlines, and yes, the wild deserts that have held me close for so long. Every turn reveals something new to fall in love with. Now, I've spent a lot of time among the stillness and solitude of the desert, soaking in its sunrises and sunsets, listening to the whispers of the wind through the cracked earth. But the season has shifted, and so must I. It's time now to leave the desert behind and follow the call of new landscapes. There's so much more out there waiting, and I truly feel blessed to have the chance to see it all, to keep exploring this wide, beautiful country 1 mile at a time. Okay, here we have Lucille, aka Outdoor Gypsy. Lucille here has a YouTube channel also, and it's called Outdoor Gypsy, Gypsy. Check her out.
Yes,
she's
please.
also a very good friend of mine, like very, very good friend of mine. So she travels in this Class C, I almost said Class A, it's definitely not a Class A, Class C RV, and so I'm just going to ask her a couple of questions, you know, like how long have you been traveling in this Class C RV?
Just about 5 years now, off and on.
5 years, wow, yeah. Okay. And do you do this full-time or part-time?
Right now, part-time, but it's turning into full-time because I'm out here more than I am at home, so I love it.
That's good.
Yeah.
How do you like... I mean, obviously, you go boondocking and camping in the middle of nature, not actual campgrounds and stuff like that. So how do you like it in the Class C? I mean, are you happy in the Class C RV?
I'm loving it. I thought about getting a van, but I like my stuff. And I have great storage in this, so this has worked out perfect. I prefer to be out here in nature, and I prefer to boondock. Sometimes I'll go to state parks, but I try not to go to RV parks unless I have chores to do, but yeah, too many people.
Yeah, way too many people with RV parks. I know when I had my travel trailer, I was just starting out traveling, and I was new to all the traveling stuff, and I was definitely new to having an RV. And so I kind of felt obligated almost to stay in these RV parks because there was the hookups and stuff like that. And I just didn't know how to be out in nature and be self-contained without the hookups and the water and all that stuff. But
yeah, and it's a learning process for sure.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. And then watching, you know, my friends that have the RVs do it, you know, out here in nature is pretty awesome for sure. And then Quartzsite. Right now we are in Quartzsite. How long have you been coming out to Quartzsite?
This is my 3rd year, and every year I'm learning more and more about where to go camping and where to get away from the crowds. So like I said, it's a learning process. So if you're thinking about this lifestyle, definitely take baby steps to come out here and find the areas that you're comfortable checking out.
And she has a lot of videos that she's done on Quartzsite also. So if you're tired of seeing my Quartzsite videos, go look at some of hers. Yeah. Everybody's Quartzsite videos are different. You might see something that you haven't seen in my videos on her videos. So, so yeah, I mean, Quartzsite is definitely an awesome place. I mean, one of the reasons why I love to come out here to Quartzsite is to see all the different travelers out here. I mean, that you have them all from hiking to the big, huge motorhomes, to the RVs, and to the vehicles, to the Jeeps. Yeah. I've actually met a lot of people with Jeeps. So, yeah. All right, well, we're going to do just a small little short tour of the inside of her rig. And I have to say, I have a few friends that have Class C RVs. And I've seen a lot of Class C RVs because I've actually went and looked at some Class C RVs because that's what I actually want. I want a Class C RV that I can tow my Jeep behind. But that's going to be later on down the road because they're...
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little pricey. So it's going to be a little bit later down the road. But I have to say, her Class C RV that she has is probably, and I'm not biased in saying this because she's a good friend of mine, but it's probably one of my favorite RVs that I've ever seen on the inside. I mean, just the way she has it all decorated, and then the light colors that are inside of the RV, that stood out to me right away because a lot of older RVs, they have those dark wood colors, and hers is just light all on the inside, and it makes everything look open and bigger.
For sure.
Yeah, with the light colors.
Yeah.
All right, let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's go.
Say, welcome to my crib.
Yeah, welcome to my crib. Come check it out. So this is 24 feet.
24 feet.
The actual house part, I think, is like 19, but it has everything I need in here. There's the bathroom, the shower, which I do use. I don't have a problem dumping the tanks. I think the water tank is, I never run out of water. I'm really conservative on how to use the water. It's usually the tanks that fill up first. So I just go dump the tanks and then come back out.
And how long are you able to stay out here in nature without having to go like dump your tanks and stuff like that?
So the longest I've gone is about 14 days.
14 days? Yeah. Wow, okay.
Yeah, so like I said, I just conserve on my water, and if I'm doing things that in a bucket where I can just dump the water and water a plant with earth-friendly soap, of course, then I do that to save from filling up on my tanks.
Okay. And then you can just recharge your batteries by just turning on the RV and just recharge it up. I can turn on the generator
or turn on the truck if I want to power up my battery some more if it's been a cloudy day. But usually the batteries will go down to about 50%. And again, if it's cloudy, I just turn on the truck and it's no big deal. It charges back up to 100% like within an hour.
Nice. Very nice. Jealous. Very jealous. And then, you know, this is my favorite part of the RV right there.
Oh, yeah.
My sticker and little one. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rig. Definitely one of my favorite RVs that I've seen. And to all my other friends that might be watching this that have RVs, I'm sorry. So that's about it. That's Miss Lucille's rig right there.
Yeah, you guys, go check out my channel, Outdoor Gypsy.